What up, everybody? I've been on mute all this time. What's going on? Um, hey, y'all miss us, huh? We haven't been on in the last couple of weeks. It's been a lot going on. Of course, y'all know that my co-host Keish lost one of her greatest friends due to domestic violence. Her ex-boyfriend killed her a few weeks back. Y'all probably heard about it in the news. Um, he did at a motel. Um, we had this talk about domestic violence a while back, over a month ago, on one of our segments. And we talked about how men and women are both prone to domestic violence. Yes, there are men that get their butt whooped just like a woman, or verbally abused just like a woman, that go through the same things as a woman may do when it comes down to abuse. And unfortunately, it happens like that. You have some cruel people in this world. Unfortunately, there has been a lot of domestic abuse going around like a infectious disease lately. There's so many relationships that's ending by death, and that's not right. It's not right. Um, the most saddest incident is the little baby Skylar that was killed and found in a field here in Detroit um, by the mother's ex boyfriend. And I want to just say this: if you know anybody that is a part of domestic violence and everything, or you are, here go the hotline number. Call that number, get some help. They'll help you. They'll help you relocate. It's kind of like what's that? Um, the protection thing that the government gives the people, protection or whatever, to hide you from people. They can do that for you. They can help you get away from that abusive situation, because it's not worth losing your life. It really isn't, especially if you got kids involved. Unfortunately, these people is not caring about these kids. And these kids is getting caught up in the middle of this domestic violence amongst adults, unfortunately. So if you or anybody that you know um, need some kind of help on getting out of an abusive situation, feel free. Call that number, 1-800-799-7233, to get some help for yourself or for somebody that you know. Even if they're not strong enough to get help for themselves to leave that situation, why not you call? It's not called snitching if you're trying to help save somebody's life. We need to get out of that snitching mode. Like, for real. Like, what is snitching? You're trying to save somebody's life. So if you're snitching to save somebody's life, then so have it. Like, all this street code stuff, do it really mean anything these days? Do it? Is it worth it? Is it worth a life? This baby then lost her life because of what? This woman, still alive, just been stabbed by her ex boyfriend, and her baby gone. And for what? Because she didn't want to be with him no more. Why is it that people cannot accept the fact that don't nobody want to be with you? Move on. There's somebody out there for somebody. So why do you feel the need that you have to harm somebody and take somebody's life because they don't want to be with you? Make it make sense. I don't want to be with your ass. Simple. We could talk all day about what's wrong, what we could do right to fix it, and everything. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't want to be bothered. And you can't make me be bothered with you. Find someone out there that's willing to deal with you. Don't make me miserable. Don't take my life. Don't take me away from my loved ones, my family, my friends, my kids, because you don't want to go somewhere else and find somebody to really deal and tolerate your bullshit or whatever the situation may be. Don't take my life from me or take my life from my loved ones because you want to be selfish, because you don't want to let go, because you don't want to move on. And 9 times out of 10, it be the same ones that already was cheating and the woman find out and said she ain't putting up with it, or vice versa. You're not gonna keep talking down on me and I wanna go. But I'ma say this too. When you gone, don't go back. Leave that person where they are. Don't call and check on them, wish them a happy birthday, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas, none of that. You gotta learn how to keep it moving. You definitely do. Because is it worth it? You got out alive at the beginning. But then you chose to go back because you have a good life, a good heart. I'm sorry, a good heart, because you love that person. Do you love yourself more than you love that person? I guess that's the number one question that people really have to ask themselves, because boundaries goes a long way. You have to have boundaries for everybody, even the one you land with. You definitely got to have boundaries. It's just so sad. And the ones that got kids and the kids is in the middle of it, it makes it worse, because if it's not their kids, they really don't give a damn. I'm just gonna call it like it is. They really don't give a damn. So you think they're gonna spare your child's life? They ain't even trying to spare your life. So you think they really gonna spare your child's life? It's just some things to think about. You can't always think about yourself and what you want. Oh, I love this person so much, and this and another. They got good in them, but they act a little crazy. Look, listen. You know when is when. The first time he smacked you. The first time she called you out your name. The first time she went upside your head. The first time he went upside your head. You already knew what it was. The first set of disrespect, you knew what it was. Now, granted, some things happen over time. Sometimes you just don't know off rip. Sometimes you could be blindfounded by it, you know. But do that give that person a reason? And do that give you a reason to stay? You have to pick and choose your battles. You know what I mean? You have to figure it out. You have to figure it out. And we have to really put this rest in peace to this baby. I have children. I have many kids. Besides my kids, I have my nieces, I got my nephews, my god kids, my cousins. They are my kids. It already hurts to see a grown person in a casket. That already hurts. But to see a baby, a kid who life ain't even begun yet, for real, that baby was a baby. She probably could barely talk. And she lost her life because of what? Because somebody didn't know how to just say, okay, this person don't want me no more. We ain't on the best of terms. Whatever the case may be, let me move on. But no, you had the nerve to actually take this baby's life. That's not cool. That's not fair. That's not cool. That's not right. Who raised you? That's what I want to know. How in the fuck was you raised? Who raised you? I'm not saying all violence is okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But I have some kind of more of a notion for somebody to kill an adult than to kill a kid. What you killing a kid over? That kid ain't did nothing to you. That kid ain't harmed you. That kid ain't did nothing. But you, what? Make it make sense. I want y'all to think about that for a second and we'll be right back in one moment. Because I'm just saying, it's a lot. So y'all got 30 seconds and we'll be back. Welcome back. It's kind of a hard topic, right, to discuss. But on a lighter note, if you want to be a guest, email us at voicingwithqueen@gmail.com and put in the subject line guest. And my assistant will reach out to you with a questionnaire. And we'll go from there on how to get you on the show. Right? Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. So back to this domestic violence. It's a lot that goes on with that. And it's crazy. And my heart goes out to a lot of people with that. I was once in an abusive relationship, abusive marriage, as a matter of fact, my very first one. I got ridiculed because my reactions to the abuse wasn't what somebody expected. I was talked about. I was made the accuser instead of the victim. Like I was the one that started it and this and another. And it didn't work. It didn't start off that way. He had an issue. Kind of found out after I left that he had a drug problem. So all the while I was thinking that his increase in alcohol was the reason why he was jumping on me. Nah, I don't want it. He had a drug problem. I found out after I left him, after I walked away, because I'm not the type that you could just hit and think that's okay. I'm fighting back. We're fighting. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Like that song, kiss me and I kiss you back. Hit me and I'm hitting you back. Period. Okay, male, female. You bleed and breathe, just like I do. So, but I did. I ended up leaving, and that's when I found out he had a drug problem, which caused his abuse. But even being a victim in that type of situation, I didn't have nobody to turn to. I couldn't tell my family, my mom. Me and my mom was best friends. I couldn't tell her because I knew if I told her, then it was gonna go all bad, right? And a lot of people that's in abusive relationships feel like that. They think like that. Like if I tell my family, they gonna kill them and this and another, beat them up, blah, say, bleed. But at the end of the day, would you rather somebody know and help you, or you be 6 feet in a dark. Nobody can help you. Nobody will ever see you or talk to you again, feel you, hug you. Nothing. Your life is over in this lifetime. Ain't no coming back. So I tell everybody that's listening to this, get help. There's help out here. There's people out here that help you get away. Talk to somebody. Find out one trustworthy person that you can trust to tell this to so they can help you get out of that situation. Because unfortunately, there are more of y'all dying by the hands of your lover than the hands of a stranger. And that there is too close to home. You have to learn how to protect yourself, and especially if you got kids. Even if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for them kids. Why ain't nobody standing up to protect the children? Why is the children just left in vain the way they are? They ain't asked to be here. They ain't asked for y'all to screw without a condom, protection, birth control, whatever the case may be. Hell, they got plan B. But there's so many kids getting caught up in adult situations, and it rubs me the wrong way. It definitely rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it. I'm a strong advocate of protecting fucking kids. I don't care how good the coochie is. I don't care how good the penis is. How much you love them. If they is being rude and disrespectful to your children, don't want to accept your children, being mean to your children, you don't need them around. So you gonna allow this person to abuse your children and you too? And I'm not trying to post no blame or nothing on nobody. So I want y'all to feel that way. Be like, oh, Queen saying that. No, I'm just saying facts. When is you gonna love your children enough to leave that bad ass situation? I knew a young lady years ago I used to work with, and her husband used to come up to the job and beat on her. Still scared to leave him. But yet, mm, nobody stepped in to try to help neither. I found out, of course, y'all know, if I knew during that time, I would have stepped in, something would happen. Because I don't like that. First of all, for a man to put his hands on a woman, I look at you as a woman yourself. I think you have a vajayjay just like she do, because 9 times out of 10, you won't fight a man like that. You'll come against a woman with all you got. You want to fight, argue, always with a woman, because you know you can outpower that woman. Men are very stronger than women. I don't care how skinny that man is, how big that woman is. A man is still stronger than a woman. But when you got a man that always want to go against a woman, I see that as a problem. It's a trigger to me because a man is not supposed to go back and forth with a woman, nor put his hands on a woman because a man got more power. And for y'all women out here that thinks it's okay to put your hands on a man, you sadly wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, sis. Because he may take them little hits that you give him because it's not hurting him. He may take it, but he's not going to tolerate it for too long. It's called a reflex. Once again, you hit me, I hit you back. It's called a reflex. And some people reflexes, male or female, is faster than others. So if you think you're going to hit this man and he's not going to hit you back, eventually he's going to hit you back and he's going to knock you somewhere. Keep your hands to yourself. Y'all women need to learn how to keep your hands to yourselves. Period. Y'all out here thinking y'all could beat a man. You can't. You can't. Even if you're trying to be one, you can't beat a man. What's wrong with everybody keeping their hands to themselves? What's wrong with people accepting the word no? What's wrong with people accepting, I don't want to be with you no more? This not working. Let's move on. You go your way, I'll go my way. What is wrong with that? I gotta lose my life because I want to move on. I want to live my life without stress, abuse. I should be able to live my life freely, right? Because it's a land of the free. It's USA. It's a land of the free. So I should be able to freely decide I don't want to be with you no more. I should be able to freely decide this not working no more without having to worry about you coming back to kill me or my children or my family, period. Because a couple of years ago, they got killed the woman and her auntie because she went to her auntie house for help. How about that? But then him being a coward, killed himself because he didn't want to face the consequences. That's a coward. So if anybody listening to this, whether you seeing part one or you looking at part two right now, get some help. Or get that friend some help that you know that's been abused. Because it's so much of it going on right now. And it's sad. And these kids are being put in the middle of it. These babies. And why? Why they not protected? Skylar, I'm sorry, Skylar. Mm. Winter should have never lost her life in some tragic, tragic incident. And I'm going to say this. I don't appreciate how they didn't put an Amber Alert out on this child. It took us on social media to share posts and everything like that to get things rolling to find this baby. Why is it that the Amber Alert doesn't work for our kids? An Amber Alert should have went out immediately and they should have been found that baby. But they found this baby days later dead in a fucking field. I am pissed. And if anybody on here is not upset by this baby being killed, and you have a problem with what I'm saying about it right now, something fucking wrong with you. No, I ain't sugarcoat nothing on this. A 4-year-old is dead and lost her life due to violence of a grown ass man who the mama didn't want to be with no more. Make it make sense. These babies ain't asked to be here. They here because you fucking around with this person, that person, and y'all doing it unprotectedly or whatever. It's not like people is coming together, making a plan, sitting down. Oh, we're gonna have this baby. Let's plan for this baby here, this and that. It's not happening that way. Or you bringing people in your kids' lives that you ain't even checked out yet. I don't care who it is. Everybody got a mask on when you first see them. When you first meet them. Y'all with kids, and then start bringing y'all these people that you really don't know around your children. Or we got you meet them a month after. That's not enough fucking time. Did you do a background check? Do you know this person's full name? Do you know where you stay at? Questions to ask yourself. I want y'all to be mindful. Women, I want y'all to be mindful of the men y'all bring around y'all kids, into y'all lives, into y'all homes. See, I'm old school. I'm old school. You couldn't be around, you couldn't meet my kids as soon as I met you. You don't even know where I stayed at. Watch these people. Find out who these people is before y'all let around y'all kids and y'all lives. I understand sometimes you feel like you got that connection as soon as you meet somebody. It's called first love. They make you feel so good, so special, so different. Still be careful. Be careful. Because lately there's been a lot of violence of just not just men killing these women and kids, but these women too. Remember part one, we talked about the lady that killed her husband because he stopped eating her out. Like, for real. Is that a real reason to kill your mate because they stopped giving you oral sex? You mean to tell me because my mouth hurting now I want to give you oral sex, you're gonna kill me? Make it make sense. Maybe I ain't giving you oral sex because your shit stink. You ain't wash your ass that day. Or you just did something, you sweaty or you shitty or whatever the case may be. I don't deserve to lose my life because I don't want to give you fucking oral sex. Make that make sense. Too many of y'all losing y'all lives over stupid shit, and too many of y'all taking lives over stupid shit. See, back in the day, it was real shit. You stealing money, you stealing dope, you know. Not saying that's a reason. I'm just saying you taking out my kids' mouths. And I'm not saying that's a good reason either to take nobody's life because there's no good reason on taking nobody's life. But I'm just saying some incidents is understandable than others. That's all I'm saying to that. Some things you can understand why a person did what they did, and sometimes you be like, the fuck you do that for? It makes no sense, right? But it happens. And it be like that. It do. So I want everybody to be safe and be mindful of the people y'all get in these relationships with, talking to. Too many of y'all losing y'all lives over what? Over love. But do you love yourself? Should nobody be able to love you more than you love yourself? To make sure that you is safe, that you is okay, that you gonna live another day, that your family gonna be able to see and talk and hug and kiss and love on you every day. You should be first priority, nobody else. If he or she didn't smack you around a couple of times, you think that's a healthy fucking relationship? And it ain't. Is it worth it? And it ain't. Your life should be more meaningful than that. It's been very heartbreaking. It's been so many deaths lately. Not only did our co host, Keish, lose a great friend due to domestic violence, this little girl lost her life too to domestic violence. And because of what? Selfishness, greed. What would make a baby, what would make a person kill a baby? How can you sit there and live with yourself knowing you killed a kid? Make the shit make sense. Because it don't make sense to me. None of it makes sense to me. I'm just saying. So I know y'all wondering where my girl Keisha at. She's out of town and everything. Um, but if you want to, you could go and follow Keish on IG and on Facebook at Laugh Like Keish. She have a lot of things coming up, so follow her on both sites and give her y'all condolences and y'all love on her, love on her, because she really lost a real good friend that's very close to her. Love on her, love on her, y'all, and of course, me, your queen. If you want to follow me, there you go. Voicing with Queen on IG and Facebook. follow me, share the podcast. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on here right now and get in tune because we don't sugarcoat nothing here at Voicing with Queen. We're going to talk and we're going to tell it like it is. And we sorry if you may be offended. It's called freedom of speech. Follow us. Okay. And of course, once again, if y'all want to be a guest on Voicing with Queen, send an email to voicingwithqueen@gmail.com with the subject line guest. And our assistant will get back with you within a few days. And we will go right from there to get you scheduled, to get you put on. Okay. On a brighter note, happy belated 4th of July, everybody. It's a good thing. It wasn't that many killings this year for the 4th in Detroit. It's the first time me and my family stayed home and then go out of town for the 4th of July. So it was kind of something different. But I really enjoyed my time. I really did. It was very relaxing, eventful. We watched a lot of firecrackers. We ate good. So the 4th of July was great. We don't wear red, white, and blue here. It's y'all Independence Day. But in this household, we call it Black Day. Because at the end of the day, where's our freedom? Are we really free? That's my question. Like, are we really free? Keisha made it in,
What
y'all.
up? What up, though, y'all? Look, y'all go ahead and give me a suspension like we in school for my tardiness.
We're gonna
I'm
fry your
so
ass.
listen. I am so look. I'm on the road, y'all, and I am so motherfucking sorry, my niggas. Y'all know I don't ever be late. Even if I'm in the bed, I be there with the headboard. My headboard cute than a motherfucker, by the way. But I'm just saying, if I got a bonnet on, I heard that. You know, I'm tuning the fuck in with y'all. Cause this is an important subject we got. It ain't a laughing matter or none of that shit. Y'all know I'm silly that
Absolutely.
motherfucker though. But thank you for holding it down to a bitch was able to come and get on here, you know.
For sure, for sure. She's here, y'all. I was just letting
What
you know
up?
that we was just talking about domestic violence and how these women need to keep their hands to themselves, how these people need to understand and see the red flags. And once they out and once they're away from their abuser, they need to stay going. You don't go back. I understand
Listen,
it may
yeah,
be love, but you can't feel sorry for somebody who's abusing you. You really can't. You have to eventually
exactly,
learn how to love yourself on top of all of that, you know.
exactly.
And we was
Listen,
just discussing your friend on how she, well, look, I touched on your friend a little bit. So, do you want to enlighten our guests about
yes,
that?
yeah. So I want to say that I'm still praying for the McGee family. I missed the funeral because I was out of town, but I wish I was there. I did, go to the balloon release and support the family. I'm always supporting them 100% because this is the family that is my extended family. We grew up together. My mom is best friends with the aunties, and we all grew up together, going to church together, going to games together, like Tigers games and stuff like that. Going to Bible studies, sleepovers, family reunions. So that's my extended family.
Right.
And it's just like when you grow up with people, even though when you're not as close to them as you was when you were growing up, it hits different because we are the same age. Our families know each other, so that's your family.
That's
And
okay.
we young, we under 40, we young. None of us is supposed to be gone right
Absolutely.
now. None of us, And I commend her for having the strength to move on. But like the family said, she had a big heart. I want to say her name, Lakeisha Smith. And she's the only other Lakeisha I know that spell her name exactly like mine with the I between the H and the A. Okay, it's not Lakeisha, bitch. It's Lakeisha. Okay,
That
so
that's how you pronounce my sister name. It's Aisha. Ishi.
yeah,
Like Aisha. They want to
yes.
call her Aisha. I'm like, what? That ain't it.
So you know, the lady that I remember, Lakeisha Smith, in these past recent years, her children went to school with my nephew. They was in the same school district, and we would see each other in passing because she lived in my neighborhood, and her kids went to school with my nephew, and they played sports too. So we would be at the basketball games. I think her daughter was like her daughters are in the cheerleading, so my nephew played basketball. So we would sit together at the basketball games, and she was the same way. Like when we was little, she was the nicest, sweetest kid ever, and she was like that as an adult. And the family said that um, it was her heart that led her back to whatever it was, whether she was bringing him something to eat, the guy feeling sorry for him, bringing something to eat, or just having that big heart that she did because she was, having a fresh start, moving on with her life, you know, and she didn't deserve it. This is not meant for her. This is not her destiny. Her life was stolen. Some people say if it's your time, it's your time. That's not. I don't believe in that. I
Yeah,
believe that I believe that people who do things like this, they steal lives.
yeah,
Her life was stolen.
right.
She has children that are young and they don't have a mother anymore.
Yeah. And that's
Three
sad.
girls she's leaving behind.
And that's the worstest fear
Yeah.
being a mother is leaving your children behind, especially at such a
Yes.
young age. Like
So
you said, she didn't even hit 40 yet, and somebody took her life.
yeah.
Very sad and selfish.
This, yes. So we lifting up the family in prayer. We definitely the best thing that you can do for a person or a family that loses someone is pray. Because
Yeah,
the power of God is more powerful than any donation that you can make, any food you bring, any condolences you offer. Prayer is the most powerful. You want to pray for, understanding, healing. Because understanding, like, you can't understand no shit like this. Excuse my French.
you
I'm just
can't.
being 100% real. You can't understand death. You can't, like, just losing someone all of a sudden. It's like not understandable. Even if you have a strong faith, you got God. Why? You don't want to question God because of your faith, but at the same time, you're like, why me? Why her? She's the nicest person. She's
Right,
the sweetest person. She's a great mother.
right.
She's a Christian. She goes to church. She believes in God. She loves the Lord. Like, why her?
She do all the
You know,
right stuff. Absolutely.
exactly. So that's why, prayer is important. Like cover the family with prayer and encouragement. Check on them. You got to check on people. Some people be like, call me if you need anything. Like, this family needs some shit. So don't ask them. Just do. Check on them. It might be days where they too sad to clean up. They too fucked up to clean up their own house. Go over there and just grab a mop. Go grab a broom or some shit. Cut the grass.
Absolutely. Just show up with
I
some
just,
food at the door. And people, what they
yeah,
fail to understand, everybody want to crowd around you during that funeral time. But the time that really matters is after the funeral.
afterwards. After the fact,
Who's
yeah.
going
And
to be there afterwards? Who going to pick up the phone and call and check up on you then? Don't just call and check up on me while I'm going through this sorrow, planning the funeral. It's funeral
yes,
time, all that. Is you gonna call
yeah,
me afterwards? Is you gonna come visit me afterwards? Is you gonna come check on me afterwards? Am I still gonna
yes,
get the same you afterwards?
yes,
Because if not, just leave me the fuck alone altogether. Period.
yes.
That's how I
And
feel.
prayer is the most, and that's why I said prayer is the most important thing. And you got to give people space. You got to give people, like, it's overwhelming when everybody calling you, oh, I'm sorry for your loss, I'm sorry for your loss. Most common thing to say, the best thing you do is just pray for the family, get them some space, make sure they good. Even if they too fucked up to open up the door, just leave something at the door. They gonna get it later. You know,
Absolutely. They gonna
but
get them messages later. They gonna get them text messages later. They gonna get them voicemails later. If they
right, it's
don't,
hard. It
it's
really
very
is
hard.
hard. And I feel like that when I lost my dad. That I got too many phone calls. I appreciate everybody that's pulling up and everything like that, but it was just like the first day, it was just like overwhelming. Like I didn't want to answer my phone or see anybody or anything like that, but you have to appreciate people for being there. Like your day ones, they gonna show up. People that care about you, they gonna show up. They,
Absolutely.
they gonna support you. But I do want to talk on the topic at hand of domestic violence, not just because it happened, with her situation, but it's happening much too often in our community with women who look like us, and it's not normal. It's unacceptable. And if our black kings don't protect us, then who will?
Absolutely.
Who will? We are an endangered species together. Black people as a whole, not just black men, but women as well.
Women as well. And we
Um,
so against each other. And that's the messed up part
yeah,
about it. We is
yeah,
constantly against each other, and for what? We never can
yeah,
have each other back. And I think that's the most sad part about the whole thing, because we
yeah,
don't have each other back. And I feel like if
exactly.
we have each other back for the long haul, as much as we have the ones that treat
Yes,
us bad,
and
we'll be all right. And the
yes,
thing is, we so hard on ourselves and on the people around us messing over us. And then the ones
mhm,
that the other ones that have messed over us, we have nothing to say. You have no kind of nothing. Like, make it make sense.
yeah. I want to say this, that us as black people, we need to understand that we are, like, we really are powerful when we come together.
And we
And
are,
the enemy wants the black household to be chaos and separated.
yeah,
When a black family is doing good, it's a threat. When a black man is successful in doing good, it's a threat. When a black woman is producing black babies and those babies grow up and be successful, it's a threat.
and it
And
is.
we need to understand that. Like, we are so talented, we are so creative, but we have, some of us have this chip on our shoulder where we so angry, we hate each other. Like, no, we
And
not supposed to hate each other. We supposed to unify together, and all this talent that we got, all these creative minds that we got, all this power that we got, is all supposed to be together for the greater good.
right,
Because other cultures, they stick together and they do the shit and they succeed.
yeah,
And we killing each other.
and we
We
are,
supposed to protect women and children. Even the OGs know that you don't even roll up on a nigga if a woman and the children is present. What happened to that shit? If you want to be a real street nigga, what happened to, you don't fuck with people when women and children is around? Back in the day, you didn't even cuss if women and children
you
was around.
didn't. And I just
So
was talking about, like, it's so many
yeah,
men that's so willing to go against another woman and so afraid to go against another man. They won't go against another man, be like, oh, bro, it's all good, this, that, and another. You ain't macho. But you macho going against a woman, but you're a man. You could outpower
right.
a woman anyways.
And you know that,
That
but they wouldn't dare step to another dude. And we are doing to each other exactly what the system wants us to do to each other. The system wants you to kill people who look like you, kill your own brother. The system wants you to kill your own woman because they don't want y'all to produce black babies. powerful babies, this melanin shit, they don't want to keep on multiplying. They want to mix us all together and make their own shit. So
Absolutely.
um, y'all better wake the fuck up and start
Absolutely.
researching and really do some soul searching to know who the hell we really are. Y'all are doing them a favor by killing each other, killing the black woman, locking up the black male, killing the black male. Y'all killing each other. You're doing exactly what they want, you to do.
Yep.
If we killing each other, they don't have to do it.
That's
And we
true.
we are killing each other more than 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 they are, and that's why every time it's a situation where the cops kill us, they feel like, well, shit, y'all killing each other every day in the hood. Y'all killing your own women, your mother, your children, and shit. So why the fuck is it a problem now when we do?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you already know what that is.
Absolutely.
You already know what that
So
is.
it's just very disturbing. I don't give a damn what a woman does. Like, not saying that women ain't out here abusing people, but at the end of the day, if you are a dude, you should not be just like putting your hands on a woman. Like, y'all are stronger. Y'all supposed to be our protectors.
Right.
Um, a lot of guys, they got mommy issues, daddy issues. Like, black people, I just think as a whole, I'm all for 100% black people going to therapy. We need some fucking therapy. Our whole
Ain't nothing
history has
wrong
been
with that.
trauma.
It is nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah.
you have so many people feel like going to therapy is a problem, and it shouldn't be. Why is it a problem with you getting help and actually talking out your fucking feelings and your emotions about something? Everybody got something they go through. And a lot of times you need somebody to talk to help you go through it. So if you don't trust nobody
Yes.
in your circle to help you that you can confine in and you think it's not gonna go nowhere, if you
Mm-hmm.
got that problem, look on the back of your fucking
Right.
insurance card and dial that 1-888 number or that 1-800 number and tell them people you need a therapist. They do it by the
Yes.
phone, they do it by video conference, or you could go in.
Yeah. And I,
You
I
have
just say, I say as a whole that black people need therapy because we done all been through trauma, and our whole generation has been through fucking trauma from the beginning of slavery and up until now. So let me just start. I'm not gonna be long winded, but I'm gonna just say this shit. If if you were a slave and you seen families broken apart, your own family's broken apart, your own wife, daughters, mothers was raped, killed, lynched, and you witnessed this shit in the trauma that you have is passed on from generation to generation. Like, the motherfucking house, what they call them, house niggas,
yeah, house niggas.
switched up and snitched on the field niggas just so they can be next to master. I mean, the shit is like a curse, and it just keeps going on and on and on. And they looking back, watching this shit happen over and over again. And by us having this anger towards each other and doing this to each other, we doing them a favor. So it's just like, to me, a generational curse when it comes to black men killing each other and black men killing black women. Black women can't get along and come together and make some shit happen. It's just like they liking this shit. They loving it.
All right.
But what I mean, what can we do to help our people realize that this shit that we're doing to each other is wrong, and it's exactly what the oppressor, the enemy, the system wants us to do to each other.
I
Like, what is
feel
it gonna take?
it's gonna it's gonna take a lot, and it I can't. I honestly, I don't even know where the fuck to
You
really
know
start.
what? Black
because
people need therapy. And we don't need to get therapy from a motherfucker that don't look like us, because the motherfucker that don't look like us, that never been through the shit that we go through, ain't gonna understand the shit. So, bitch, you can't talk to me. If you look like
right.
if you if you look like Cat, bitch, if you look like Casper the motherfucking ghost, you can't tell me shit about being black, bitch. You can't tell me shit about being in trauma. You can't tell me shit about child molestation, even though y'all white hillbillies be sleeping with each other, making kids like it's okay. No, okay, and I'm not censored. Okay, you
And that
can't tell me
is
shit about growing up in the hood and look, I had people that I went to school with that didn't even make it to fucking 30 years old. Okay, if you make it, bitch, you still got all your ugly ass friends that look like motherfucking powder and shit with your ugly ass too. Alright, shit, I got people that's gone just because they walked to the corner of the fucking store. Okay, didn't get a
absolutely.
Slurpee and make it back home, but I got people who did not. So you can't tell me that you understand where I'm coming from. Give me therapy on that shit. So I advise if you black and you want to go to therapy, you need to get a black therapist or a black psych doctor, because you cannot relate to me, bitch. You grew up in West Bloomfield your whole life, bitch, and
You don't
you didn't have
understand
to
this
eat peanut butter
struggle.
and jelly sandwiches. Exactly, ho. You don't
You
understand me. You
don't
just being nosy
understand
to try
this
to understand what black
struggle.
people going through, bitch. I'm not about to be the entertainment for your popcorn, Heidi or
All
fucking
right.
Rebecca. I'm not.
That part, Karen.
Not at all, Karen. Especially your ass, because you caring too much, fucking much about shit that you caring too much about shit you shouldn't be caring about, Karen.
But we got some black Karens out here too. That's just a hot
Oh
ass
yeah,
mess.
the black Karens, cause they want to suck the white woman dick. They want look. Look,
I
I
think
ain't
she
gonna
went
lie.
through a
I do
struggle
have a
on
problem
that
with my
one,
own
y'all.
people because they fuck. They listen. Yeah, I'm not a black Karen, but I do got a problem with my people on the way how they treat each other. So
Right.
it is a difference between black people and niggas. Niggas is
Yeah.
the one that's doing the fuck shit to each other. Not the black people that's working, trying to take care of their family. They doing the right thing. They trying to make a way for the future generation. No, not them. We talking about niggas that's robbing each other, killing each other, and killing children. Rest in peace to little Winter, who lost her life because of a fuck nigga.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Winter. Once again, this
Rest in peace.
baby,
A baby, 2 years
a
old.
baby. Is she two? I
Two
thought
years
she was
old.
four.
No, she two. 2 years
It still
old.
don't make
Just
it
threw
still
her
don't make
somewhere
it
like she wasn't nothing.
it still don't make it
Huh?
no better because that baby don't had nothing to do with whatever the hell was going
Yes.
on with them.
Craziness. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You bitch ass niggas out here putting your hands on and attacking women and attacking harmless, defenseless ass children, but you wouldn't goddamn step in a boxing ring with a real nigga and get knocked the fuck out.
That's what I said at the beginning. They will not go against another man, but they so quick to go against these kids and these women. You
Exactly.
know,
And what I was gonna say is that all my women who are able to take some self defense classes and get a CCW, please do that shit. Cause that's the only way you gonna take a nigga down. If you know some type of technique, or you can just shoot a nigga and your aim ain't off. Don't try to fight a nigga at all. If you have to, get something and throw some shit at their ass and hit them in the head with some shit.
not only that,
Okay? Period.
not only that, do you know with your CCWs you can get insurance on
Yeah.
your license. So if you have to kill somebody, you automatically have a lawyer by your side
Yes.
to defend
Yes.
you. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know their rights or nothing like that. And that's the issue.
Yes. You have
That's
to
a straight
protect
issue.
yourself. With
All
things going
day.
the way they are, like I don't even like guns, but I do carry. You know, I did take the class. because I know how dangerous it is. You know,
Right.
and domestic violence period don't have a face. It can randomly choose you. You know, and you just have to be prepared to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your children. And ladies, if you are in an abusive relationship, reach out to somebody for help. Do not stay in there. It can turn into you need to leave.
Absolutely.
It can
Absolutely.
turn into that. Please reach out to someone. Reach
Call the
out.
domestic
It's
violence
programs out here.
hotline. Yep, I hear go to hotline
Yes,
number. Have
domestic
to show
violence
the money
hotline.
to me. Call somebody if it's for yourself or somebody
Please.
else. Get some help because it's help out here.
Yes,
It really is. And you can live if you want to live. But that, like I asked him earlier,
exactly.
do you really want to
Yes,
live? Do you love yourself that much to say, I'm not dealing with this? You're not going to keep putting your hands on me.
yes,
I want to live for my family, for myself, for my children, because that's a big decision.
yes. And
And it's
even
scary. It can be
if it's
scary
not
to leave,
right,
but
and
you
even
have
if it's
to
verbal abuse, yes, ladies, even if it's verbal abuse, that's how it starts. Even if it's verbal abuse, please just leave. Somebody disrespecting you, calling you out your name, disrespecting your kids, calling you out your name, and things like that. There is no hurt in somebody loving you. People that really care about you, they're not gonna try to put their hands on you and hurt you.
absolutely,
Even if
absolutely,
they mad as fuck at you and they want to beat your ass, guess what? They're gonna walk away and go for a walk.
absolutely. That they are,
You know,
and they,
and I understand.
uh-huh,
Moments get heated where you want to beat a motherfucker ass. It happens to all of us. But
and it
that shit
do.
can turn it can turn so deadly. My cousin was killed back in 2017 by his wife. A murder suicide. My
Mm,
cousin, he wanted a divorce. She didn't. She had mental problems. My cousin was an armed security guard for one of the armored companies down in Georgia. He had his gun on his pants, on his uniform. She picked it up and pointed at him. The gun went off, killed him instantly. And she killed
wow.
herself. You know, so it I would never thought in a million years that some shit like that would happen to my cousin, my first cousin. But it did. So it can happen to anyone. Do not pick up a gun in the heat of the moment. You never know what could happen.
Right. You absolutely right. And a lot of people don't think about that either. Everybody just do things on the spur of a moment. Don't nobody actually sit down, breathe, and think about the circumstances, the situation, in order to make a rational decision.
Yeah.
And I do know sometimes it just happened because it's a spur of a moment or you raging. And sometimes with the situation, it happens, right? Sometimes it cannot be controlled, but for the most part, it can be controlled, and
Yes.
it's up
And
on you to control it.
yes. And I want to say this that I want to just tap on this, and it don't matter if you're not religious or you're not a Christian or whatever religion you're in. Just know this: whatever religion you do, spirits is real, good ones and evil. If you
Absolutely.
sense that somebody got some type of vendetta or evil spirit on them, whether it's your friend or somebody you're in a relationship, you need to get the fuck on from away from them. And and this is and this includes jealousy. Somebody that always want to compete with you. It's hard to let people go when you have a heavy heart, when you love them, but sometimes you just got to take the hurt. And that's something I got
Absolutely.
to learn as well. We all got to learn because we all human. We have hearts. We love people, even though we know that, they on some other shit. But when the time is right, you got to let them motherfuckers go.
You do. You really do. You really do. Just to save yourself, your peace, your state of mind, all of that matters. And
Yes.
people take that shit for granted.
Yes.
And
Just
I keep telling these women that have these children, y'all need to do background checks on these niggas. Instead of spending $25, $30 on a bag of weed, something to drink, going out to the club, spending hundreds of dollars, go do a background check for 20. Or
yeah.
you can do
And
one, or you could just do an independent one search on where, you know what I'm saying, on them. It's ways to do that. And I feel like a lot of these decisions that these adults is making is what's causing these kids demise, because they're not protecting these kids by making sure that they're protected and knowing who the fuck is around their kids. That's a big problem for
yeah.
me.
And right.
Like, make it make
Another thing
sense.
I was gonna say, sometimes you gotta hit the motherfucking road, ladies. Like you gotta get away from these motherfuckers. Y'all seen the movies where Jennifer Lopez had to get in her motherfucking car? Was that enough? You gotta be like, this is enough. And you gotta take whatever you can put in your motherfucking bag and fit in your car and get the fuck on with your kid. Cause these motherfuckers
Yeah,
will kill you. They would kill your kid. It was a situation each point where the motherfucker had killed somebody's mama. And on to domestic violence shit, the mama ain't had shit to do with it. And she ended up getting caught in the middle. Her and her boyfriend ended up getting caught in the middle of shit. The nigga couldn't get to the bitch, so he killed the mama and the mama boyfriend. They would
yeah,
kill anybody you love just to make you miserable, to make you hurt.
yeah.
You
They'll
can't
kill
be
the
scared.
closest
You gotta
person.
take whatever money you got, leave that funky ass furniture that the kids been jumping on anyway. Get in your motherfucking car and drive out of town to the nearest family member that'll let you stay with them and start the fuck over to save your own damn life and to save your kid life. Fuck Detroit, fuck wherever you live at, and just start the fuck over. If somebody is that damn dangerous, you feel like your life is in danger, you gotta get the fuck on.
You have to choose yourself over anybody, and that's the sad part, is because a lot of people don't know how to really choose themselves. They really don't. They don't know how to
Yeah,
choose themselves because they really don't know how to love themselves unconditionally,
yeah,
to say that
and you're
I'm not going
right,
to let this happen.
and you're right, and that's why the self love is more important than any love that you can have, and that's why I say black people really we really do need therapy. We our bloodlines is full of trauma, and
Yeah,
we sometimes we don't know how to love ourselves because we taught to hate ourselves. We taught to hate each other.
right.
We taught to hate our own parents,
Yeah,
and our parents not perfect because they fucked up too. They got traumas. They might be, we might get raised in some dysfunction, and we need some motherfucking therapy so we
yeah,
can start realizing who we are. We can forgive each other. We can, and be conscious of what we're doing and live a better life.
absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what it all boils down to.
Iyanla in this bitch. Come on and give me my motherfucking check. I sound like motherfucking Oprah Winfrey, okay? I sound like Oprah in this bitch. Give me my check. Give me
Not
my
giving you
check,
my
y'all.
check.
I'm Iyanla Fun. Iyanla, fix my quiche, fix my life. Give me my motherfucking show, okay? Stop playing with me. Period. Period. Give me my motherfucking check. HBO, BET, all that.
Okay? All of it. All of it. Okay? They
Yeah,
don't understand.
they
Well,
don't.
y'all, if y'all want to be a guest on the show, send us an email at voicingwithqueen@gmail with the
That's right.
subject line guest, and we'll get y'all scheduled to get you on. We talk about any and everything, so be ready. You know we don't have no filter. And don't forget,
Period.
well, Keish would have been hacked, but she got a new Facebook,
Damn.
y'all.
I leave Facebook. I'm working to get back in my old shit. You dirty, raggedy, pussy, and short dick having ass niggas that logged into my shit, bitch. I know your ugly ass Facebook page and your name and your whereabouts, hoe. So you ain't gonna be hacking nobody for too long, bitch, because I didn't pipe down on y'all ass. The authorities gonna be looking for you, crusty lip, short dick, funky pussy, bitches, blew out pussy hoes. Only a broke bitch with a stanky ass pussy and blew out pussy and a short dick ass nigga that ain't got no money gonna hack into another bitch shit to try to get money from other bitches that don't even know your ugly motherfucking ass.
Y'all knew she was coming with the heat. I don't even know why y'all even tried her. Period. Y'all knew she was
I
coming
don't
with the heat.
even know. Just wait. I went down and the bitches was in New Orleans where I was, and the
What?
local the authorities. I found the motherfuckers. They one of them in New Orleans, one of them in New York. Yeah, but I got to report a police report here in Michigan where I live at, and then they gonna do the investigation from there. But I done found these bitches, so I'm gonna save a lot of you hoes from being hacked because I found the main niggas that be hacking everybody. I'm a bad motherfucker too, bitch. I used to be a scammer too, hoe. So you can't scam a scammer, bitch. I know how to find you shit. I might hack into y'all shit. I might pay y'all hoes back and hack into your shit, bitch, and be asking people for cash apps as the hackers. I've been harassing those motherfuckers since day one.
That
They
part.
getting all shaky and scared. Can we, they some Africans too. Can we talk about this like mature adults? I said, bitch, I'm not mature, bitch. And I'm gonna be down there in 2 days, ho.
If
Shout
you
out to Key.
don't
Look at Key. Look, Key. We on the road. Look, Key. Tripping
hi.
that bitch down the motherfucking road. On the road, y'all. We on the road with this show. We got to do a show on the
Okay.
road.
And y'all know where to find me. If y'all need me, go to Voice of a Queen. Y'all know to follow me.
Yes.
What's up? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. All right. And hey, we about to be out. If y'all want to be a part of the show, y'all know how to get in contact with us. We want to send condolences to all the people that done lost somebody, especially in these last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Y'all just, it's been a lot going on. Motherfuckers really been off the
Yes.
hook with this domestic violence and killing these kids. We
Yes.
want y'all to be safe, get y'all some help.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see y'all
Yes. Love
next
you, Keisha.
Thursday.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to everybody.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So we'll see y'all next Thursday. Y'all be breezy for real, my voices. And I'm telling y'all, y'all need somebody, got somebody who needs some help with domestic violence or whatever. Hit that hotline number once again and get them some help. Call for them. If they scared to call for themselves, call for them. I'm gonna tell you, if you do it spur of a moment, a motherfucker can't plan for shit when you just surprise them. So keep that in mind, y'all. Any last words, Keish?
Look, y'all be safe out here. Next week is my birthday, y'all. I'm gonna be at Flappers Bar in Lincoln Park, July the 13th. That's my official birthday. The show starts at 9. The cover is free. Y'all make sure y'all come out and holler at a bitch. Okay, at Flappers in Lincoln Park, Detroit Red, and Frank G is the host. We gonna turn up. I'm the headliner that
Oh
night.
shit.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we still gonna be out of town.
damn. When y'all coming back?
Saturday.
Okay, Saturday. So y'all gonna be back for my official B-Day party. It's a private event, invite only, at my
Well,
new
I ain't get
comedy
my
club.
invite.
Yes, you did. You know what? The page got hacked. Everybody keeps saying that, and I'm like, I just been so fucked up because my page got hacked and everything else. I didn't even tell you the other thing I'm going through.
Lord
A
Jesus, friend.
conversation, private conversation. The last couple of days, it just been so crazy. Like I'm like, damn, my birthday party next week. I got like 20 people I ain't even invite yet. But I did make a post. I did make posts on my old page about my birthday party. I put the flyer. You didn't see it?
Did you
I
personally
told you because
see?
you was like, I need to host a red carpet. I did tell your
And I
ass.
do. And I do. And
And you
I.
told me you when y'all coming back. Like what time is y'all coming back?
I'll be in time. I'll be back in time Saturday for your party.
Okay. Well,
Question
yeah,
is, am I the
Saturday.
host?
Look. I told you what I wanted you to do. But what you do best is the motherfucking interviews. Okay? Now,
Okay, I'm gonna talk shit and interview everybody. So y'all be ready.
yeah,
I
you
know
like
my
the red carpet bitch. You like the red carpet bitch. Like, oh, what's going on? What you do, baby? That you get on the mic,
that's
say some
right.
shit, whatever like that.
And they better make sure they got their business cards together because I collect those. Okay. Ain't no telling when I'm gonna contact
Yeah.
you, but I hold on to those. You never
This
know.
is
Cause I'm
sad. It's sad. Like I am hosting my own party. It's kind of fucked up, but I at least like to do that. I don't know why.
why is you hosting your own party?
Because I mean, shit, bitch. That's what I do. Everybody ass cheeks. If I host, everybody ass cheeks gonna be clapping. But you can be the co-host. You can help me. But everybody, I got a couple of other people celebrating their birthday with me. Shout out to my niece, Cammy, her birthday, July the 11th.
Hey,
I gave my homegirl birthday, July 14th. Shout out to Tasha. But
we is
it's
not
about
messing with
it's all
that.
about my birthday. Like I'm the biggest birthday in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So everybody ass cheeks. All of the aunties and the grandmas gonna be there. Nah, they ass gonna be clapping, even if they got a diaper on in that bitch. Okay, all the old aunties, all the old aunties in wheelchairs and oxygen chain booties gonna be clapping. That's how hype it's gonna be. They
Hey, well,
gonna
let's
forget that they
go.
got a diaper on in that bitch,
We clapping. We
and
clapping.
they
We clapping. They gonna have Megan these.
I don't give a fuck who needs they got it. Half of them gonna have fake ass, you know what I'm saying, orthopedic. But their ass still gonna be clapping in that bitch, okay? I'm telling you, be standing on top of tables and shit. We don't give a fuck who there. We don't care if my pastor come, the
Not
ass still
if
gonna
the
be
pastor
clapping.
come. The
So
pastor come. I
you
ain't
think
clapping
pastor
shit.
so if pastor has seen a lot of ass, especially at church. You know,
I
bitches come to
bet
church
he
with no drawers.
has.
Pastor has seen a lot of ass, and all of them one anointed. Okay,
Look,
all of them one
listen.
anointed. They human
I'm
too.
not. I'm not clapping my ass in front of your pastor.
He gotta bless the food. Now, if he stay, he enjoying himself. But you know, some uppity Christian niggas, they be like, oh no, we are not going to be here. Pastor gonna sit back. He might have a little communion
But them
wine. He
be
might
the
have a
ones.
little wine.
But them be the ones that sins the most, though.
Look, they might have a little box of wine. I like them because they down to earth. They human too. Pastor need a little pussy. Pastor need a little wine sometime. Okay, shit. He need a little communion. He need a little
Some
anointing.
pastor got a first wife. My peach drink that's on the table. Oh,
Do he got a what? A first wife?
I mean,
Maybe.
and he got a first lady.
A first, he might need a second one. Shit, I don't know. What? Shit, I don't. They human too. Shit. Not saying it's right or nothing, but I'm just saying. If your
I
pal,
think
he might be happy as fuck with his wife. But if he
I
see a
think
fat ass walk by, you think that nigga ain't gonna look?
I think our viewers really, really fucking miss you.
Now, if he look, if he don't touch it, look, long as he don't touch it or fuck it, he fine. But he
As long
might
as
look
he
at
look,
her ass. You can't help but look at her ass sometimes.
he
Like,
might
God, that's
he might have to repent after looking at that ass.
please pray after looking at that ass, Pastor. That's the only way it's gonna be right. God gonna forgive you. Like, all right, I made the ass. I knew it was fat when I made it, and I knew you was gonna look because I already know what you gonna do. But long as you say you sorry, you good. You gonna make it in the game. Like, God, you made all this ass, and nobody gonna look. So you gotta just say, Lord, I'm sorry, but that ass had me. Woo.
I'm not finna play with you.
The first lady,
In the past,
she done seen the first lady done seen the fly ass nigga that had a better Cadillac than Pastor. She didn't look. But she just gotta repent. Damn, his suit. Damn, that nigga got some fly ass suits, and they Cadillac better than ours. We got a 2002 DeVille still. This nigga pulled up in the 2023.
in my own opinion, I'm gonna say this in my own opinion.
Yeah.
I really feel like the biggest freaks. and
The deacons
sinners
is priests.
go to church.
Look, they have to because they feel so guilty about what they do. I know some of the most fucked up people that do shit that I would never think of doing. They go to church every Sunday. And I think they do that because they feeling guilty. And the other reason they go to church every Sunday, especially the niggas, because they want to see the bitches. When they shout, their titties be bouncing up and down, and they begin the Holy Ghost and roll on the floor, and they see a little ass. And then the deacons always holding the collection plate. I think them niggas be stealing like $5 each time they pass it around.
Crazy.
What? You don't think so?
No, I
I
honestly
just think,
agree with
oh,
you. I really do believe that. It's just crazy
well,
because you're not supposed
yeah.
to.
I just think this. I know. I just think like this. I think that if you are a pastor, that you shouldn't be a hoe. Like you shouldn't be fucking the bitches at church. Some pastors do. They be having the hoes at church. I feel like if you are not past your whole stage, then you should not be over a church. Now, if you pass your whole stage, you faithful to your wife, and you like might look at a little ass sometimes jiggling and say, "Oh Lord, forgive me, that was a fat one," then you all right with me. As long as you ain't touching no kids, you ain't, you know, being the Eddie Longs and all on. God rest his
Yeah,
soul.
whatever you do as an adult with another adult, that's your business.
Yeah, as long as you ain't doing no foul shit
You
like
gotta
that.
answer to God about that, not me. When we
Right,
go, when we go in front of Him, He's not gonna ask me
right.
about what the hell you did. He's gonna
You know,
question me
right.
about what I did and what I didn't do and how I reacted and how I acted. It's
Yeah,
about me,
yeah.
not you. He's not
And
gonna
shout out
question
to
that. So you have
yeah,
to,
shout
and
out
that's
to
what
all of them.
I think that's where people fail to understand on living a life. It's about
Yeah.
live
I
your
just
life
feel
for
like
you.
yeah, I just feel like if you're not past your whole stage, you can't be faithful to the first lady. You shouldn't be at church. I didn't heard the
Me,
stories. I come from the church. I've been in church,
me too. My
and
whole life,
my last
born
church
and
that I
raised.
belonged to as an adult, even some shit in the game going down there with the pastor, the first lady, and his side chick. I had to get the hell up out of there. I said, this ain't the
Wait a
church for me.
minute. Wait. You said the
The
pastor his
pastor,
first life
the
in the
pastor, the
same
first lady, and the side chick. It went the fuck down, and I said, "This ain't the church for me, because these motherfuckers have more problems than I got. They dealing with some heavy shit. The pastor got the secretary pregnant, end up marrying a bitch and divorcing the first lady. It went down. The kids left, everything. And every time the first lady would preach, she would preach about women fucking around with married women. Every time. Telling all them hoes, he's all mine. This belongs to me. This is my husband. Every fucking sermon. I had to get the hell up out that church because they had more problems than me. I'm like, I'm here celibate with my coochie tied up and the pastor fucking everybody. But let me take my little tight ass celibate ass coochie the fuck home and just watch church on YouTube. I'll save some money because this church is fucked up. I said, Pastor singing dick everywhere and I'm here with my tight coochie repenting from when I was out and doing my thing, and this nigga slinging more dick than everybody.
that part.
I said, I gotta go. But he was a nice looking man, and he could sing his ass off. One time he was singing so good at church, I thought I was at a motherfucking Johnny Gill concert. I thought them old hoes about to throw their panties at this nigga. We had more women than it was men. That's how it always be in church. It'd be more women than men. And yeah, it was a couple of hoes that was in there wanting him. And he
Not
fell
a
for one of
couple.
them. Girl, they said that this nigga. Okay, it was some ladies in the church that owned a massage therapy clinic, massage parlor or whatever. And they would do events and they would give people massages. So Pastor got his massage, right? And they said that this nigga offered to pay extra for a happy ending. And that's when I made my exit from the church because I knew they weren't lying. They packed up their massage table so motherfucking fast and left the church. I knew they weren't lying. They ain't just gonna say that shit and just leave church.
Not they wasn't lying.
Yes, he wanted a hand job, honey. He wanted that massage with that happy ending and pulled out a knot of money on them hoes. Now they ain't say whether or not they did it or not, but after that happened, they left the church with their massage tables, their oils, their aromatherapy. They got the fuck on.
Lord Jesus.
And they took all
Lord.
the olive oil with them and saying they ain't the church don't need no more oil because pastor they doing something. He doing something with that olive oil. What he talking about? So that's why I left my last church. And I love that church. That was my first church I joined on my own outside of my family church. I love that church. And I'm not gonna lie, he's very anointed, but he got some stuff. He has some stuff that he ain't got to deal with. It's just crazy out here, and that is why I said like they humans too. But I feel like if you ain't past that whole stage, you should be a pastor.
Hmm.
You
I
gotta
don't
pray the
think,
whole out.
yeah, I don't think that, I think if
We
you not,
still live.
you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
You
we
ain't
are,
ready.
but
You
sure,
gotta
no,
be ready. You gotta be ready to take that calling
you do. You do the
into
right way
into
because
ministry.
you, how can you lead somebody when you doing wrong?
Right.
I left a church because of that too, because of a pastor. But it wasn't infidelity. It was um him supporting. How can I put it? Let's put it this way. How many sins it is? It's seven sins, right? It's seven sins. You
Okay.
cannot expect me to follow you when you breaking five of them yourself.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put it that way.
Okay.
So if you're breaking more sins than what's allowed, and you, I can't, because I'm coming to church to try to repent and clear up my own sins. I don't need to come to church and you set me to hell more. I don't need that. I need saving. I don't
Yeah.
need you to send
Like
me there.
my cousin got pregnant by a pastor at 13 years old, and she had an abortion. She fucked around with him until she was about 22 years old.
I don't get it.
She wouldn't stop fucking around with him. Once she was older, it was like it was a wrap. I would drop her off at the church because the church, um, his apartment, he lived upstairs. It was like a storefront church. It was really nice in the inside, but upstairs where he lived in an apartment, like a loft.
Okay.
And we would be hanging out, me and her, out drinking and shit like that. At one point, she was a stripper. We would be hanging out and shit like that. She's younger than me. And then she'd be like, all right, I'm going to drop me off or whatever like that. I would be dropping her off at the fucking church. I said, this is church. She like, oh, he live upstairs in an apartment. And it,
That must
it,
have
it was
that must have
nice.
been off of Gratiot somewhere where they had the storefronts and
It
the
was
apartments
off
on
of
top.
Grand River. It was off of Grand River. And I
It
seen
was
him
one
one
of
day. Yeah, she be like, my man fine. I know he older, but he's fine and he do me right. And he do this and do that. And she's like about 22 then. I'm like 28, you know.
them. Hmm.
And my cousin was, I didn't understand like the dynamics of it because my cousin was a deacon at the church and my cousin passed away. He had an asthma attack. So when my cousin passed away, we at the funeral. He doing a eulogy. She's sitting there in the front. My cousin in the casket. His mama is in the front. I just not understanding how y'all can let this man do the eulogy. It was just so fucked up to me. He fucking molested her. She was a child at 13 and got her pregnant. He's sitting up there doing a eulogy over my cousin. Now, my uncle was married to their mom. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
that's how we was cousins. And that's crazy. That's the last time I see my uncle alive was that day after the funeral. 'Cause my uncle passed away too. But I just thought it was just so fucked up.
And
And
it
we in this
is,
church that I used to drop my cousin off at to go fuck.
and it is, and that's another form of abuse. You know, a lot of people look at domestic violence of just being, hit or whatever. It could be sexual too, and it's help for that, and people need to get
And I,
help, and you take it
yeah,
too far. But my thing is, I feel like you are a very sick individual to fuck with a child. You are
yeah,
a very sick individual
exactly.
to kill a child. You sick. What can
Yep,
a child do to you so bad to make you want to harm them in any kind of form or fashion? Like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I can understand whooping a child, but you killing them, you molesting them, like literally taking their innocence away from them, taking their life away from them babies. Fuck out of here. I'm not. I ain't never been with none of that shit. So
yeah.
shit crazy.
And a lot of people they abuse their power. They use their power to abuse people. A lot of
Yeah,
people use that man of the cloth, woman of the cloth
they do. It's like power.
to use their power because you yeah they set themselves up on a pedestal
Hmm.
and they manipulate people and they use that. Not everybody, and I'm not speaking against religion or church or nothing like that. I'm just speaking from experience.
Specifically,
What I experienced and what I've witnessed. A lot of people
right?
use God's power in the wrong way to their
They
own
do. Some
advantage,
people
and
do. Yeah,
yeah, they
you
do,
absolutely right.
and they're gonna
You.
pay for that though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most
You're
definitely.
gonna pay for that. You, you know, you're not gonna get away with that. Karma is real. God is real. And you think that you are going to do this to innocent children and women or whoever and get away with it? You're not.
You're not. Most definitely. Most definitely. Well, y'all, we about to get up out of here. We gave y'all an extra 30 minutes because we knew
We
y'all
did.
missed
We
us.
did. I was late. I was late. My bad, y'all.
It's cool. I held it down for the first half, but we gave them a little bit more because we've been on for 2 weeks. So I know they miss us. Us talking shit, making their day, making their week. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
for real, follow us on IG and Facebook or whatever, so y'all know what's going on, so y'all can see us
Follow
in person and
us.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hit us
Yeah.
up. You want to be a guest on the show? Don't forget to drop that email at voicingwithqueen@gmail, and we'll talk to you. See what you got going on. Put you on the schedule. We'll get you on. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to it. So we want to say good night to our
Good
voices.
night.
And we miss y'all. And we'll see y'all next Thursday. Even though I'll be on vacation, I will still be live at 9 p.m. So
9 p.m.
that's right. So see y'all later. Deuces, my babies.